Hey guys, how are we all doing today? This is going to be the first of a series of mobility workouts that we're going to put through for you on our YouTube channel. So, each one has been adequately named. I put a lot of thought and effort into these. This first one, is going to be all about the squat, alright? We're just going to try and loosen up through your hips and get you to squat better in general. This one is named Squat Topic. I do not accept any criticism for the names. It's called Squat Topic and that's the end of that. Alright, we're going to have 4 exercises. There's going to be sets and reps of each one, 3 to 5 rounds through, but we're working for 10 minutes at a time. So if you can get through 3 rounds, if you can get through 5, whatever it takes you to get through that 10 minutes, at the 10-minute mark, that's the end of the workout. Alright, let's get to it. So to start with, we're going to be in our squat position. Alright, now some people might find it kind of hard to get your heels down, so go a little bit wider, wiggle around a little bit. Just try, if you can, however your squat is right now, to keep your heels flat. If you can't, that's fine, we're going to aim to get your heels down. Okay, this whole workout is working through and trying to improve your squat. If you can, stay down in this position for the entire circuit, for all 4 exercises, and then once you've done 1 round, jump up, shake out, have a rest. Or, if you can, stay in your squat for the whole workout. I know it's hard, it actually is very hard, but that's the goal for this circuit. So we're going to start off with a squat pull. Now, with a squat pull, elbows go on the inside of your knees, you grab onto your toes, alright, and we're going to start as upright as you can, pulling on your toes. From there, straighten out your legs and really push to straighten out your hamstrings. If you can't, that's fine. Just try as hard as you can to straighten them out, and then you're going to pull yourself back down into your squat. We're going to do 10 reps, okay? With this one, you might fall over a couple of times. You might tip over when you get back into the bottom of your squat. So just try and really pull on your toes to keep yourself locked in, okay? Work as hard as you can to straighten those hamstrings. The first one is 10 reps. 10. So that's our first one. It's a squat pull. Our second exercise, knee push. So for this one, I'm trying to get your armpit right into the side of your knee. Grab onto your foot if you can as an anchor, or the floor out in front of you. And you're going to try and push this knee all the way out, get this arm out straight, and try not to let your heels lift off the ground. Okay? We're going to do 10 on each side. Reaching out to the side a little bit, get a little bit of movement through your head and through your back. Really trying to push your knee away from yourself and open up as much as you can through your hips. As you're pushing with this arm, this side is pushing that leg out, trying to really open up through your hips. 10. I think that's 10. It's hard to count while I'm talking. 10 on each side for this one. This was a really nice one for opening up through your hip flexors. It's a really nice stretch for your back as well. Now remember, during this one, trying to stay down in your squat. If you have to stop, because it's hard to stay in your squat, I think I make it look pretty easy, but it wasn't a fun journey getting here. So if you have to stand up, shake it out, stand up, shake it out, and then jump straight back in and keep going. That's 10. All right, the next one, sky reach. So for this one, start with the same position. Armpit goes into the side of your knee. Grab something as an anchor. Now this one, there are 2 phases. Phase 1, you're going to try and touch your elbow on the ground. If you can, try being the operative word, because that's actually pretty tough. And then you're going to reach up with your elbow, look over your shoulder, and reach up to the roof. We're going to do 10 reps on each side. Touching the floor might be kind of hard, but just imagine that you are trying to touch your elbow on the floor. Because we're going to try and open up through your back, get a nice stretch through your hip flexors, and then this part especially, trying to really pull over and look over your shoulder. This one feels really nice actually. 10, then swapping sides. 10 on the other side as well. Now, one side's always a bit tighter. Oh, this side's a bit harder for me to touch the ground. You probably find that your back's a little tighter on one side. Most people's are, which is fine as well. Oh, my legs are starting to burn a little bit now too. It is tough to stay down in this position for the entirety of this workout. It does start to burn a little bit, so if you need to, stand up and shake them out just a little bit. And the next one is the squat thruster. Now for this one, you want to try and stand with your feet as close together as you can get them, but obviously if you can't get your stance narrow, it's fine, just whatever you can do. There are two versions. If you have a nice deep squat, version 1, try and keep your fingers on the floor, reaching straight forward, touching your knees gently on the ground, and then pulling back into your squat. Okay, this is version 1. Now we want to do this one without falling down onto your knees. Now if you're falling down, then we're going to do one side at a time. If you do one side at a time, you lean some weight on this side, reach one knee down first, touch. If you can touch the other side, go as well, and then pull back into your squat. Trying to take some of the strain off your ankles and knees by leaning out to the side, touch, and back. You can do 10 on each side. If you've got a good squat, just do 10 straight forward. If your squat isn't so good and you need to do this one, 10 on each side. If you want to try and get a bit more of a stretch, try and lift your hips up at the end of each rep. Let's count again because it's talking. So let's say that's 10. We'll swap to the other side. Whew. Now my legs are burning. This is pretty tough, especially with a little bit of stretch at the end of every rep. This does get pretty tricky. Now it looks like we're at about 6 minutes. I haven't been really rushing through this. I've been kind of taking my time, and you should as well. The goal for this one is really just to try and stay down in your squat for the entire time, because it is tough and it burns. So that's one round, okay? 4 exercises. 4 exercises, 1 round. Now, whether you get through 4 of those, 5 of those, it doesn't matter how many rounds you get through, just keep going for 10 minutes. So we've got the timer on now. So I'm just gonna go back through and start again at the beginning. Squat pulls, we're gonna do 10 of those. Again, I'm just gonna try and stay down in my squat without stopping for the full 10 minutes. A good goal with this one, if you want to make it a little bit harder, is to try and get through 2 to 3 rounds in the full 10 minutes. If you can get through 5 rounds in 10 minutes, you're amazing. Because that would be quite tricky, and that would almost be a workout in itself. It's really starting to burn now. But my squat feels deeper already. And 10. All right. And then, we go back to our knee push. Same thing. If you need to reach out and lean and put some weight on the floor, you can do that as well. Just making sure that you're really pushing with your armpit in this side and straightening out this arm. It's the most important part. Straight and then relax. Straight and relax. Just trying to make sure that you keep your heels flat on the floor. Try and keep counting now. I keep losing count trying to talk to you guys. Ooh, it's burnies. It's really starting to burn. Oh. Yeah, okay. 2. So we just keep going. Keep going. Keep getting those reps out. Just keep going until you stop at your 10-minute marker. Ooh. Yeah. I hope you all appreciate this. And in between every round, shake it out. Try and get through at least your rep sets. So those knee pushes for 10 each side, get 10 each side. This sky reach, 10 each side, get 10 and then stand up and shake them out. 2. Now with this one especially, when you touch your elbow, try not to lift your heels up. Okay, you want to try and keep your heels flat and just gently reach, getting as far as you can. This one took me quite a while to get to this point. Actually quite tough. 9 minutes. Pretty good. So if I wasn't talking through this as much, I probably would have gotten through about 2 rounds, 3 if I tried to move through it a bit quicker. Whew. Whew. It's burning. It's burning. And that's the main one for this one. Your squat really depends on how much you can take, because it's quite uncomfortable to try and improve the depth of your squat. It really does burn quite a bit, especially if you're up a lot higher and you're taking a lot more of your own body weight during this whole circuit. So you might stop a lot more than I do, which is fine because it's hard. So the goal is to stay in your squat for as long as you can each time before you stand up. And then with this one, 10 minutes. Woo. And that's it, just stop at the 10-minute marker. So the goal for this one is to get through as many reps as you can, and then try to write down where you get to, and then wherever you get to, let's say you get through 1 round of it, right? And it takes you the full 10 minutes. Next time, just try and get another exercise in. Try and get another 2 exercises in. Try and get another whole round in. Maybe you can't get through the whole thing without stopping, because it burns. Try and get through the whole thing without stopping. At least try and get through 10 reps and then stand up and shake it out. And then on the second exercise, get through all 10 on each side and then stand up and shake it out. The goal for this one really is to just be in your squat for as long as you can. Take a couple weeks. The more you do it, the better it'll get. So give that one a crack and see how you go.